Before you say yes, before you even see the ring, before you start planning that perfect Instagram post, I need you to stop and ask yourself one question. Just one. And this question could change everything. Ask yourself, if everything exciting about us right now suddenly stopped, if the butterflies disappeared, if life became completely ordinary, would I still choose this person? Because love isn't tested in the highlight reel of your relationship. It's not tested on vacation or during romantic dinners. It's tested in the quiet, mundane, everyday moments. And that one simple question, it might just save you from confusing intense chemistry with true, lasting commitment. I knew a couple once that everyone thought was perfect. Seriously, they were the couple you'd see on social media and feel a pang of envy. They were always laughing, traveling to beautiful places, posting photos of sunsets together. Their life looked like a movie. He proposed under a string of fairy lights, she cried those happy tears, and everyone around them cheered. It was a picture-perfect moment. But fast forward 1 year, and they were like strangers living in the same house, sleeping side by side, but worlds apart emotionally. So, what went wrong? They had everything, right? Well, they never asked the question that truly mattered. They never looked at each other and thought, can I love you when life isn't a fairy tale? Can I love you when things get boring and routine? You see, we fall in love because of chemistry. That magnetic pull, that spark, that feeling that you can talk for hours and never get tired. That's what draws us in. But we stay in love because of compatibility. Chemistry is the lightning strike, but compatibility is the steady, quiet oxygen that keeps the flame of love burning long after the initial explosion. So, the real question isn't just about the good times. It's about the hard times. Ask yourself, can we solve problems together without trying to destroy each other? When we disagree, do we become a team trying to fix the issue, or do we become two enemies trying to win an argument? If the answer is that you can't navigate conflict constructively, a beautiful ring and a wedding certificate won't magically fix it. On the other hand, I knew another couple. They were the opposite of flashy. They weren't loud. They didn't post every moment of their lives online. They dated for 3 years before they even thought about getting engaged. And it wasn't because they were afraid of commitment. It was because they were intentional. They wanted to see each other clearly, without the rose-tinted glasses of early romance. They went through tough times. They argued, they learned to forgive, and most importantly, they grew together through the challenges. They didn't rush into love. They took their time to refine it, to build a foundation that was solid and real. And that patience, that commitment to understanding each other on a deeper level, made all the difference in the world. So, let's get back to that critical question, but let's frame it another way. Before you agree to spend your life with someone, ask this: when we disagree, do we fight to win, or do we fight to understand? Pay close attention to how your partner handles conflict. The way someone argues with you reveals more about your potential future together than how they kiss you. It tells you about their emotional maturity, their empathy, their ability to respect you even when they're angry. Love without emotional maturity is like a ticking time bomb. It might be beautiful and exciting for a while, but eventually it's going to explode. The question about ordinary life, about conflict, it exposes the cracks before they become chasms. I had a friend who was about to get engaged. She told me, "He's perfect on paper." He has a great job, he's handsome, my family loves him. Everything should be perfect. But she had this lingering feeling, this gut instinct that something was off. Before he could propose, she took a quiet moment to herself and asked that one question. If life got really hard, if we lost our jobs, if one of us got sick, if the spark just faded away, would he still be the man standing beside me, holding my hand, being my partner? And in that quiet, honest moment, she knew the answer was no. So she walked away. She didn't walk away from love. She walked away from an illusion of love. And that takes immense courage. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do isn't saying yes. Sometimes it's the silence that follows when you choose to honor your own truth. We have to understand that forever isn't a feeling. It's not a destination you arrive at. It's a daily decision. It's a choice you make over and over again, especially on the days when it's not easy. So before you get engaged, shift your perspective. Don't just ask, do I love him right now, in this perfect moment? Ask yourself, can I choose to love him still when it gets hard, when he's annoying me, when we're both tired and stressed? Because that is the reality of marriage. It's not a promise of eternal perfection. It's a practice of presence, of showing up for each other day after day in the mess and the magic. So, if you're on the verge of saying yes, or even just dreaming about it, I urge you to pause, take a breath, and honestly ask yourself the question. Because forever doesn't start the moment you put on a ring. It starts the moment you truly see love not just as a feeling, but as a conscious choice you are prepared to make every single day for the rest of your life. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, please consider subscribing for more content like this.